Hello, young lady. I'm Babatunde Badmus, the chairman and CEO of Badmus Oils. How are you doing? Gift was a young and vibrant youth corper, brimming with excitement as she embarked on her NYSC journey in Lagos State. At 22, she had just completed her studies in business administration at the University of Benin, Edo State. Raised by a single mother, Gift was eager to make her mark in Lagos, a city known for its opportunities and challenges. Her charm, innocence, and strong work ethic quickly endeared her to everyone at the finance company where she had been posted. One day, a meeting was scheduled with a big oil firm, and Gift was asked to accompany her boss. During the meeting, Gift noticed that the chairman of the oil company couldn't keep his eyes off her. At some point, she began to check herself for any wardrobe malfunction, worried she might have a button out of place or a stain on her dress. After the meeting, the chairman asked his secretary to get Gift's contact details. Gift was scared to give out her contact information because it was a work environment and she didn't want her boss to scold her. But the chairman's secretary was smart and discreet. No one noticed. 2 days after the meeting, Gift received a call. Hello, young lady. I'm Babatunde Badmus, the chairman and CEO of Badmus Oils. How are you doing? Gift was shocked. She never imagined the chairman of Badmus Oil would actually call her. Good evening, sir. I'm fine, sir. This is a huge surprise, sir. Mr. Babatunde replied. Cut the sad thing, young lady. My name is Babatunde. And what's your name? My name is Gift, sir. Sorry, Babatunde. She quickly corrected herself. All right, Gift. Tomorrow is Friday. What will you be doing after work? Nothing, sir, Gift replied, still unable to process the fact that she was speaking to the CEO of one of the biggest oil companies in the country. Okay then, send me your house address. I'll send my driver to pick you up by 7 p.m. I hope you won't mind. No, sir. I don't mind, Gift replied. Okay then, Gift. Have a lovely night rest. He hung up, and Gift stared at her phone. She couldn't believe it. Was she excited? Was she scared? Of course she was. But she sent her address as Babatunde had asked. Soon it was Friday, and Gift couldn't focus at work. She ordered a new dress and a new wig in preparation to meet Babatunde. At exactly 7 p.m., she got a call. Good evening, Madam Gift. I'm Samuel, Chief Babatunde's driver. I'm at your gate already, ma. Gift heart raised as she made her way to the car. Upon arriving at the venue, a 5-star hotel she had only heard about in high society circles, she couldn't help but marvel at the ambience. The hotel was owned by none other than Babatunde himself. She was escorted to his penthouse, a luxurious space reserved exclusively for him. "Good evening, Gift. You look absolutely stunning." Babatunde greeted her as she entered. His eyes filled with admiration. "Good evening, sir," Gift replied, starstruck by an elegant man before her. Despite being in his 60s, Babatunde exuded a charm and confidence that made her feel both nervous and excited. "Gift, you really have to drop this sad thing. I told you before. I'm Babatunde," he said with a playful smile. "Okay, Babatunde," Gift replied, feeling a bit more at ease. Dinner was served and the conversation flowed effortlessly between them. They talked as if they had known each other for years. When it was time for her to leave, Babatunde confessed, "I couldn't get my eyes off you during the meeting. There's something about you that caught my attention. I can't really say for sure, but please, can we do Friday again next week?" Gift was hesitant, but she agreed. Friday came and they met again. This time, Babatunde told her he really liked her and wanted them to be in a relationship. Gift was shocked. She had already fallen for him, but the age difference was too much. She was 22 and Babatunde was 62 years old. 40 years age gap, she thought. "I know what's on your mind. The age," Babatunde said gently. "But I assure you, it's not a problem. If you love me just the way I love you, that shouldn't be an issue. Please, consider me." Gift left that evening feeling really confused and scared. She had so many questions she needed him to answer. But she couldn't shake the fact that she was in love with him. Babatunde was an elderly man, yet he knew how to treat a lady. He sent gifts, money, and made morning calls, despite the fact that she hadn't given him a reply. After 1 month, Gift called Babatunde. "Babatunde, I think I feel the same way about you. But I need to ask you some questions just to clarify my consent. Do you have a family? Children? Will they be okay with the fact that I'm just 22 years old?" They met a few days later and Babatunde answered all her questions. "I was married years back and had 3 kids before my wife passed away from cancer. My kids were in the UK, but after their mother's demise, they all relocated to the United States to help manage my businesses there. And don't worry, they will love you, I promise." "So, what about you? What's your family like?" Babatunde asked. "I'm the only child of my mom. I've never met my dad. My mom never says anything about him and gets angry when I ask. I think I'll have to live with that," Gift said. "That's okay, Gift. You have me now," Babatunde reassured her, hugging her, and they shared their first kiss. It was a beautiful affair. Gift brought a new life to Babatunde. Soon, it became the talk of the entire Lagos. Blogs and social media were abuzz with the news that the CEO of Badmus Oil was romantically involved with a young NYSC member. Eventually, the news reached Gift's mother. She quickly called her daughter for clarification. "Gifty, your pictures are all over the internet. What's this I'm hearing about you and one Chief Badmus?" her mother asked. "Mom, I Gift hesitated. Mom, please. I love him. Gift. You love who? Young lady, you don't know what you're doing. That man is over 60 years old. Gifty, you are just 22. There are younger men who can love you. I want you to put an end to this relationship. And I hope it's not about the money. Because you are still young. You have to work hard for your own money. Mom, it's not about the money. I genuinely like Babatunde. I love him and he loves me too. Gift's mom continued. I need you back home this weekend. We need to sit and talk. Okay, Mom, I'll be home on Friday. Gift was worried. She didn't want to disobey her mom. Yet, she couldn't end things with Babatunde. But she tried to keep a distance. She became less responsive to Babatunde's calls. He soon noticed and called her. Gift, are you okay? You seem a little distant. Are you angry with me? Did I do anything wrong? Babatunde, it's not you. I think we should put an end to this. My mom doesn't approve. She asked to see me this weekend. I will be traveling on Friday after work, Gift said. There was a moment of silence before Babatunde spoke again. His tone firm. I am not ending anything with you, Gift. Just so you know, I will send the jets to fly you to Benin on Friday. My PA and other convoy will be waiting for you at the airport. Please allow them accompany you. I know you can be stubborn at times. Just take care of yourself for me. Friday arrived, and as planned, Gift was flown to Benin. When she arrived home, her mother was astonished by the entourage. Gifty, who are these people? Whose cars are these? So it's true. Gift tried to explain. Mom, please. Just give us a chance. If he were bad to me, I would tell you. But Mom, he treats me with so much respect and care. After a long pause, Gift's mother relented. If you say so, you're an adult. Just be careful. And tell me if you feel otherwise. Gift left Benin on Sunday evening. Babatunde was already waiting for her in Lagos. Unknown to her that he was planning a huge surprise for her. The drivers had to stop at the hotel, and as soon as he got to the penthouse, she saw Chief standing alone with a smile on his face. He held her close. Welcome back, my jewel. I have a little something for you. He went down on one knee. Please, marry me. Please don't say no. Gift looked around. They were the only ones there. Babatunde, please stand up. I don't think it's right for you to kneel. That's what young men do for their women. And it's only us here. So please say yes, Babatunde said. Yes, I'll marry you, Gift replied. He stood up and hugged her. Thank you so much for saying yes, my darling. The wedding preparations went so quickly, with invitations given to only a few. It made the news and headlines. It was going to be a grand wedding. The wedding of the high and mighty. But unfortunately, Babatunde's sons couldn't make it. They promised to reunite with their father and Gift at their honeymoon at the Maldives. The wedding eve was a very emotional one for Gift's mother. She called Gift and said, Gifty, I know you are worried. So I am. I know you have a lot of questions about your root, your father, his family, who should have been here to give you out in marriage. I got pregnant when I was 17. I had just finished secondary school. I met this very cute guy, Jeff. He and his brothers had come into town from the UK for their Christmas celebration. And so did my family. We went on tours together during the celebration. One thing led to another, and we had a good time. I was naive, a young girl without direction. Soon after the celebration, we all went back to our bases. A few months later, I found out I was pregnant with you. I was so scared. I only knew Jeff and his brothers. I never met anyone else in his family. And the fact that they were outside the country made things worse. Abortion was not an option, so you were born. Since then, I never saw him again or heard anything about him. My parents didn't want to inquire further due to the shame of what people would say. And for the fact that I was their only child, they saw you as a miracle. They hid the pregnancy. Not everyone in the family knew I was pregnant. You now wonder why some of our auntie call you my sister. I have a picture of Jeff. I will give it to you so you know where you got those cute smiles from. Gift took the picture and stared at it. And suddenly, she had a déjà vu, like she has met this person before. The face in the photo was oddly familiar, but she couldn't place it. She turned the picture over, hoping to find a name or something that could help her understand why this man looked so familiar. But there was nothing written on it. Mom, do you have any other photo of him? Or maybe something that could tell me more about him? Gift asked. Her voice a mix of curiosity and confusion. Her mother shook her head. That's the only picture I have. It's been 22 years, Gift. I've tried to move on, and I'm sure he did too. But you have it now. You have every right to know. Especially now you're getting married. Gift nodded slowly, still staring at the picture. Thanks, Mom. I just wish I could meet him, Ask him why he never came back. Gift's mother sighed deeply. Life has its mysteries, my child. Sometimes we don't get all the answers we seek. The wedding day arrived, and it was a spectacle of grandeur and luxury. The creme de la creme of the society was in attendance, and the union between Babatunde Badmus and Gift Omorodion made headlines across the country. Despite the absence of Babatunde's sons, the ceremony was everything Gift had imagined and more. After the dowry was paid and the celebration concluded, Babatunde and Gift jetted out to the Maldives, where their honeymoon awaited. Babatunde's sons, Raymond, Williams, Jeff, and their families were already there, eager to meet their father and Gift. When Gift was introduced to Babatunde's sons, her eyes met Jeff's, and a sense of unease crept over her. Jeff bore a striking resemblance to the teenage boy in the photograph her mother had given her, the photograph of her father. The resemblance was uncanny, and the shared same name sent a shiver down her spines. But she tried to push the thought aside, attributing it to a coincidence. On the third day of their honeymoon, Gift was in the lobby of the resort, chatting with her mother on a video call. She wanted to check up on her and share the exciting news. She and Babatunde were expecting a baby. A secret they had decided to keep until their wedding. Just as she was about to break the news, Babatunde and his sons walked in. Excitedly, Gift said, "Mom, my husband's sons are here. Would you like to say hello?" "Of course," Gift's mother replied, smiling warmly. Gift handed the phone over to Jeff, who was standing closest to her. But as soon as Jeff saw the face on the screen, he shouted in disbelief, "This is Belinda. Belinda, is that you?" Gift's mother ended the call immediately, leaving everyone around confused. Babatunde, Gift, and his other son stared at Jeff, waiting for an explanation. Who is Belinda?" Babatunde asked. Gift's heart pounded in her chest as she realized the gravity of the situation. She suddenly felt lighthearted, and before anyone could react, she collapsed to the floor. Panic ensued as Babatunde and his sons rushed to her side. The resource paramedics were called in, and after some time, they managed to stabilize her. When Gift finally regained consciousness, she was unable to speak. Her mind raced, trying to place together the fragments of this nightmare. With trembling hands, she reached for her diary, which she had brought along for the trip. Inside was the photograph of her father, Jeff, Babatunde's son. She handed the photograph to Babatunde, who looked at it, and then at Jeff, and then back to Gift. The resemblance was undeniable. Jeff was her father, making Babatunde her husband, her grandfather. The room fell silent as the horrifying truth dawned on everyone. Babatunde, usually a man of composure, was visibly shaken. His sons were at a loss of words, their minds struggling to grasp the impossible reality. In a desperate bid to resolve the situation, Babatunde sent his private jet to bring Gift's mother to the Maldives. When she arrived, she confirmed everything: how she had met Jeff in her youth, the brief romance they had shared, and how she had never heard from him again after discovering she was pregnant. As the full weight of the truth settled over them, the family faced an unthinkable dilemma. Gift was married to her grandfather, a union that was not only forbidden, but an abomination. But what could they do? The marriage was already legal, and the scandal of such a revelation would destroy them all. In the end, they made the painful decision to keep the secret buried. It was a dark truth they would carry with them, hidden from the world, a secret that would never be spoken of again. Gift returned to Nigeria, feeling sad and burdened by the shocking reality. Even though she stayed with Babatunde, their relationship was never the same after they found out that they were related by blood. They continued to live together, but it was difficult and a painful situation. They still loved each other, but their love was complicated and troubled because they were family. And so this is the tale of Gift Omorodion and Babatunde Badmus.